My name's Dan. I work as a carpenter, graphic designer, motivational speaker and interior design blogger. I'm 29 years old, just. And yeah, for hobbies, I skate, I play guitar, I swim occasionally, I'm very good too. I go running when my knees allow. I climb, do a bit of boxing, kayaking in the summer, but I had to sell my kayak, but yeah. I first got into woodworking when I was quite a bit younger. My granddad was self-employed cabinetry maker. He did cabinetry. Yeah, so I used to help him doing that. Basically, he used to make sort of bespoke fitted kitchens completely from scratch, like all the worktops, cupboards and all that. So I sort of picked up a few skills from him. A lot of the materials we use are sort of very old bits of wood. So, I mean, for example, we've done shelving in some old church floorboards. I can't remember the church now, but it was somewhere in Brighton Hove. So it's nice to think, you know, that church has probably been stood there for 100 years. Like how many people have, you know, walked over that and all the stories that they've had to tell. Whilst the materials themselves are cheaper than buying new, the advantage of buying new is obviously then everything is perfect. Whereas I'm getting in old bits of pallet, old scaffold, old oak and things. And so a lot of the charge to the clients is from the time that it takes me to get the wood to a standard that it's you know, good enough to sell. So a lot of the time the wood's got knots and splits and things in it and nails in it and whatever else. So, you know, and it's all rough, so I have to sand it all off, plane it, square the edges up and things like that. So yeah, that all takes a lot of time, and that's probably where the majority of the charge comes from. A favourite project has probably been when we refurbished a hair salon in St Ives in Cornwall. I say that because it was probably our most challenging project, and we learnt a lot whilst doing it. It was a really good experience. There were times when I wanted to kill myself, as it was doing very long hours. We managed to do this shop in a refurbished whole shop in around 10 days, so it was about 15-hour days we were pulling. I say we, my friend helped me for about 4 or 5 days, and then it was just me for the rest. So yeah, there's quite often times I was there at 3 in the morning, just sort of still working away, or outside putting the sign up in the rain. But I think, you know, when all is said and done, I sort of look back and it's probably been one of my most enjoyable projects. I think my biggest support has probably been, you know, like long term, would probably been my mum. Whilst a lot of people have helped me out, a lot of my friends and family have helped me out over the course of the 2 years to get me to where I am today. I think my mum's the one that's been there throughout, and you know, I've always had to ask her questions and help with stuff and borrow money where I've had to. So yeah, I think probably my mum.